Hi, my name is Blake Bettner with Worn and Wound. Today, we are talking about the Seiko SPB317. This is the latest platform in their Prospects Diver collection that sits neatly between the 62 Moss-inspired references and the Willard-inspired references. And it kind of mixes the best of both of these references. I love this watch for a lot of reasons, but it wears beautifully on the wrist. Its case is still cushioned, but it doesn't quite accentuate the flares in the way that the Willard case does, and it doesn't quite sit as tall as the 62 Moss inspired references do. So it finds a nice sweet spot that really works on the wrist, particularly with the rubber strap that's found on the SPB317. Of course, it looks good on whatever strap you'd like to throw on there, something like a NATO or a suede leather or something like that. It's going to take it all really well. There's a few details that I really enjoy about this watch, aside from the whole package itself. First of all is the color scheme on this particular reference. It is black at a glance. However, there's a matte gray sheen to the dial that I really appreciate, which makes it look especially good on a gray NATO strap. Second, it's got the stoplight seconds hand that I really enjoy. It's a detail that we see on the Willard watches. Third is the date window placement. This is at 4:30, and I gotta say, it has maybe won me over on 4:30 date placements. This reads as a dateless watch at a glance. The color match date wheel completely disappears unless you're looking for it and want to read the date. Then it's there, it's easy to read, it's easy to use, but it doesn't really get in the way of anything else, particularly the design. So I really appreciate it for these things, and visually, it's just got a really beautiful look to it. The hands alternate between a brushed and a polished surface, so they catch the light in really interesting ways depending on your surroundings. So this cushion case is really lovely dimensions. It's 41 millimeters, a little over 46 millimeters from lug to lug, and 12 millimeters and some change in thickness. So a little bit trimmer than a watch like this SPB149 that I have. What's also different here is the finishing. You'll notice on the 149, there's some polished bevels and some interesting things like that happening. It's much more straightforward here on this SPB317. Very toolish all around. It's got a brushed uniform, kind of a crisp edge there, and nothing else. Of course, the crown is still located at 4 o'clock, just like the Willard. However, it doesn't really get that crown guard apparatus that the Willard has. This watch is, of course, making use of the Seiko 6R35 automatic mechanical movement. Rather impressive 70 hours of power reserve. Not the most accurate thing in the world at plus 15, minus 20 seconds, but it gets the job done. Now, taking a step back, I really enjoyed the SPB317 and its counterparts for its ability to combine a lot of the best qualities of watches within the Prospects dive range into one like really approachable, wearable, and attractive package. This is a lot of what we really love about Seiko dive watches in one platform. However, if you have a reference like the SPB149 or a Willard already in your collection, you might find a hard time justifying this watch to add alongside it. It's similar enough. However, if you do, I think you'd find yourself wearing it more than either of those. So take that for what it's worth. And that is the Seiko SPB317. Thank you for tuning in. We'll have much more on this watch now live on Worn and Wound, linked down below. If you enjoyed this content, please be sure to like, share, and subscribe. It helps us out a lot. Until next time, take care.